What is the addition polymer? We all are surrounded by chemical reactions and come across many such things almost daily. Now if we see spaghetti, from its size and look we can define what a polymer looks like, although the structure of spaghetti would resemble a linear polymer. Before we get into the shape and types of polymer, it is important to understand the definition and meaning of polymer. So the word polymer needs to be broken down in order to understand its meaning. So the word mer' means unit and poly means many, and when we add these two words together we get many units apostrophe. Normally the word mer is referred to as a monomer. Mono translates as one mer. So in order to define polymer we can say that it's a material that is composed of many single mers which are also called monomers. A monomer in turn can consist of or is composed of one to many atoms which repeatedly makes up the structure of a polymer. A polymer can also be explained as a macromolecule formed by chemical bonding of larger numbers of molecules being added up together. Now these repeating units are called monomers as mentioned earlier. The number of monomers within the polymer molecule can vary hugely, and the order of which they appear in order and regularity, their relative orientation, and the presence of differing monomers within the same polymer molecule can vary as well. The degree of polymerization, which is also the number of monomers present in any natural polymer or synthetic polymer, can be determined exactly in order to tailor the properties of the given materials. The definition of polymers is vast. Monomers bonded together in 2s, 3s, and 4s are called dimers, trimers and tetramers respectively, which works as a repeated chain of units in making the further structures. It can be called as oligomers, and these oligomers in turn can also be termed as prepolymers if seen in the context of block copolymers. These copolymers are composed of monomers only, but those can differ from one another. In short, these monomers can differ either by structure or compositions, and the quantity of each monomer with respect to the other in the same given polymer determines the material's chemical and physical properties. Before we look at the difference between addition polymerization and condensation polymerization, it is important to understand exactly what addition polymers and condensation polymers are. This would give the readers an idea of what is addition polymerization and what is condensation polymerization. N signifies the number of monomers that are joined repeatedly to make the polymer. The value can range from hundreds or even thousands. Steps to form an additional polymer. According to experts, an additional polymer is a polymer that is formed by simply linking monomers. This is done without the cogeneration of other byproducts. Further, it is important to note that additional polymers can be formed through chain polymerization. This is done when the polymer is formed by sequentially adding different monomer units to an active site of the chain reaction. These results can also be achieved through polyaddition. Polyaddition refers to the process in which polymers are formed by carrying out an additional reaction between species of all degrees of polymerization. It is also important to note that, usually, almost all polymers are unsaturated compounds. Some examples of this include alkenes and alkenes. The process of addition polymerization also mainly takes place through the process of free radical mechanism. This process is done in 3 steps. These 3 steps are the initiation of free radical, chain propagation, and termination of the chain. Some examples of addition polymers: polyethylene polystyrene methacrylates,